broccoli right now, what would you be doing? Would you be moving straight into broccoli?
No, actually, well, it depends what time of year broccoli seed. If it was broccoli seed,
like the contract for next year, if that was happening this year, what would you be doing today or this week?
and go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I'm breaking up. I'm in the valley or the hills over here.
What's up, Rooster Nation? Welcome back to the 628 Dirt Rooster channel, where hobby beekeeping is a way of life. We're beginning day 3 on California. We're gonna suit up this morning. We're unloading Travis's boxes and staging them here while we go get the rest on the big trailer, bring back here to load tonight, be ready to travel tomorrow. I got stung a few times last night. It's still 43 degrees this morning, so they're not really moving, but when we start jostling boxes, yeah. They're trying to unstrap it. They're having to run away from the trailer. There's a hole there. I mean to tell you, it is beautiful out here. California. If y'all didn't have so much messed up politics, this would be a place to live. There's some good people out here though. We met some real good people out here. Speaking of that, we met Larry and Linda, some retired beekeepers, when we first got here. Met them at a rest area on the highway, and they saw the swinger and started up a conversation. Really nice folks. Hey Larry and Linda, if you're watching, this is Larry. Larry mentioned that he had a swinger that he wouldn't get rid of for nothing, and he sent me a picture of it from that morning where he's running it. Got these boxes unloaded and straightened up. Now we're going to get feed tote, come back and feed them. That's a hot set he's working on right there. I went and straightened all the boxes up after we unloaded. They're trying to get on me big time. Man, look at them. Yow! Them things got thorns on them.
Where is it?
Braden, I think you got hay.
Oh.
We've moved on from beekeeping. I'm going to try to get a trailer out of a field while we're out here. Part of today's adventure is to try to rescue that old trailer back there out of this pasture. So the cows are following us everywhere, and we can't get through that gate over there. These gates over here overgrown. I'm gonna break in right here and tell you the mad cow part of the story. You saw those cows that were chasing us around the black and white one that was kicking. Whenever everybody went off to find a way around those fences, I stayed with the trucks. Not really to watch the trucks, but I just didn't want to do all that walking around all those big pastures. They were trying to look for a way in, and I was just like, I'll just stay with the trucks, y'all go ahead. So I was the only one left with the trucks. So in a little bit, those cows started gathering around the trucks and kind of, I guess, looking in the bed, see if there was any feed. I don't know. I've never been around cows much, so I didn't really know how to handle them. I was just starting to run them off. And I had my old long beekeeping gloves, so I'm just going, yeah, yeah, you know, I'm waving at the cows, and then they start getting, two of them start getting kind of aggressive, and I was like, I know I can get through that fence, and they can't get through that fence, so I'm gonna keep trying to get them off the trucks, because they were starting to lean on Kevin's truck. His truck is all rhino lined or something. The whole outside of it is textured, so it's kind of rough. So they were starting to rub up on his truck, and then they started chewing on the tailgate latch on Travis's truck where the reverse camera is. I'm like, these cows are gonna destroy these trucks. So I got my glove and I'm, yeah, yeah, and then they start getting attitude, and that big black one starts kicking and starts putting his head down, and then now I'm trash talking the cows. I'm like, come on, fat cow, you don't want none of this. And I'm, yeah, and then I'm thinking, all I think is cowboy movies. They're all hollering, yeah, yeah. So I'm hollering, yeah, yeah, and swatting at the cows, and they kicking and kind of acting like they're on charge. So I was like, I know I can get away from them, but these trucks can't, and they're fixing to destroy Travis's truck. So I'm swatting them off of his truck, and they getting mad about it because they want to chew on that truck. And I see Travis coming from a ways off, but I called him. I said, man, you got to get over here. I can't do nothing with these cows. They're all over these trucks. So I said, just come on fast as you can. I'm gonna get in your truck and distract them. So they'd been following the truck, so I hopped in his truck and drove across the pasture, kind of slow enough for the whole bunch of them to follow me, but that one mad black and white one was heading me off. I'm like, oh no, she's blocked me in. So she's over there jumping and kicking at the truck and not missing it by much, and I just see Travis running across there, and I'm like, it's your truck, man, what you laughing at? This cow's running, and she gets in front of me, she's got her head down, she acts like she's gonna charge at the truck. So I honked the horn, and that flipped her out. She's bucking off out of the way, so I sped up and got past her, and the whole group of them followed me all the way to the other side of the pasture. And I called him back, and I said, get Kevin's truck and get to the gate, and I'll hold him off over here. And as soon as you get through the gate, I'm coming your way, so be ready. So he gets Kevin's truck, drives out the gate we came in over by the corrals and everything. I was like, man, I don't want to tear his truck up. So it was a rough pasture, so I'm kind of easing as much as I can, but outrunning them a little bit, enough to get through the gate and get the gate shut. So that's my mad cow story. And so now we'll continue on with the video.
I'd like to follow that up with the fact that Humpty Dumpty fell off a log.
My wife wants me to tell you a couple of other funny stories today, because I did fall out in the yard off of a log. And last night, come around here, tell them. Come around. Travis came around and got one of the trucks. We're pulling around to help him with the trailer now.
Lost our hole.
I think we probably compacted the dirt around it.
It's a bottom strand of barbed wire.
Yep.
It's the rolling turd wagon. Let's see if it'll make it 30 miles.
It's 30 from where we're staying. It was another like 20 up here.
A lot of mustard out here. A little bit of mustard all over the place out here. You know what it'd sell out here real good? It's corn dogs. Truck that broke down on the trip is ready to pick up now, so we're taking Braden to get his truck so we can have the trailer back, and he's driving his truck back to Texas and maybe hauling something on it. We don't know yet. Maybe just a drum of honey or maybe some bees, we'll see. There he goes, off to spend his life savings. This is at a retired military base. The military's been selling off buildings to private companies. And this one here is the auto shop. We're finishing up our last day out here. And I would have liked to have met some people. I got quite a few people that's wanted to come say hello, and we just haven't had time. We've been running nonstop. Sun's going down. We're hooking up the big trailer. Get ready to go get pull bees out of the almonds after dark. Those ones we moved last night, we're gonna load them on first and head back in. Tomorrow morning, first thing we'll pull out and head back to Oklahoma, which is where all these are going, South Oklahoma. Once we get all that unloaded, I'll jump in my truck for my 13 hours back to Mississippi. And next year, I'm planning on coming out a little early next year, hopefully, if all goes well. So I've got a little extra time to do fun stuff. But not that this hasn't been fun. This has been a good learning experience, and it hadn't been bad. We've been working the whole time, and I'm wore out, tired, ready to go to sleep right now. But it's been a good trip. Next year though, see if the missus wants to come along, maybe come over a little early. We're about to have some brisket. Our host here, Chad, cooked brisket today and is about to treat us to that before we go back to work. It's all back and no legs, no knees.
This 6'5", you can't help but use your back. Don't make yourself long enough for you.
Yeah.
The bees will mind the dirt anyway.
I don't think they will.
My little OCD here.
I was just wondering. I was wondering if you were going to line them up by size next.
I was thinking about it.
Starting our night load.
Oh my!
Hey, let me show you something funny. I've been strapping stuff down since before at least 2 of these guys were born, and they done taught me a new trick. What they call it, a trucker's knot?
I'm not even sure. Literally a trucker at a truck stop when I was hauling bees last year came over and looked at my load, and he said, "Hey, can I show you something?" And I'm always open to suggestions.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, deer straps this way." I've been doing it ever since.
Works real nice. It's a nice clean look. You ain't granny knotting straps everywhere. So I'll show you real quick how he does this. Well, time lapse.
You want to do it slow or?
No, go ahead.
All right.
Regular speed.
Make your loop.
You just roll it up all the way to the ratchet, and then I'll show you the end step.
arm's length. Center. Split.
That's it. Neat and tidy. Nice.
All right.
Good? I've thrown it over.
And I told him I didn't actually have any bees available. And he wanted to go this next week into broccoli seed. But that will overlap the melons. And that normally I would prefer it to the melons. I probably would have went with the broccoli seed because yeah, like I said, you get honey, you get, the bees come out of there looking, I mean, they really build really well on broccoli seed. The one I got next year, it overlaps the almonds, so I'm gonna I'll leave bees down there, and then I'll broker for my guys up here, and I'll broker them down here and leave my.
What story are you gonna tell? The story about you falling?
Falling in the yard.